There's a crisis of getting petrol here in Mozambique, and also getting petrol in Malawi is another crisis. So when you get it, try and carry as much as you can. Good morning from Mozambique, a Portuguese country. Oh my goodness. The language barrier, let us not even get started. The only thing I have learned is hola. They tried to tell me how to say thank you and all that still. Nada. So today we intend to cross into Malawi. As I said earlier, we will not be riding so much in Mozambique because of some parts are still not stable politically. There is civil unrest. So we are going into Malawi, and lest I forget, the temperatures here, they are so
really warm, even for me.
Yeah.
I love the warm.
Now let us go get a few amenities like water, maybe some cola for the road. One thing I noticed is Mozambique is quite clean. Okay, Tete, the town, is quite clean. You experience junk of land than a town. It's quite an orderly place. They speak Portuguese, and not so many people are English speakers. Very few. And when they're speaking English, it's like the shallow English. You need to learn the basic English. After understanding that, we were able to communicate. After water, we look for petrol. Also, we need benzene. Oh my goodness, people are queuing for benzene. This is the Zambezi River, the mighty Zambezi River. It is the most dramatic river in Africa. Rivers are amazing. You know, she crosses over 4 countries, yeah? It starts in Zambia, then Congo, then there's Botswana, then Zimbabwe, Mozambique. Actually 5. That makes her the most dramatic river. And you know, it starts as a small river. Hello. Water, how much?
Water, 70, 60.
We have
Welcome.
hello.
How are you? How are you, madam?
I'm good.
You're welcome. So now we are going to Tanzania.
Malawi.
Now go to Malawi. We are near Malawi now. We are near Malawi. By train or
Okay, thank you. Honestly, this is the first time I have seen so many people with jerrycans trying to carry petrol. This indicates a clear sign of scarcity of petrol in Mozambique. And this is like the third station we've been to looking for petrol, and this is what we found. Other stations were dry. At least here we can find something. 95? 95. Petrol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bomba coisa. Matrícula EAJL.
There's a crisis of getting petrol here in Mozambique, and also getting petrol in Malawi is another crisis. So when you get it, try and carry as much as you can.
Okay.
So much potholes on the road. For a minute, I feel African countries look the same, other than South Africa that had almost perfect roads. Most of these countries like Zimbabwe, Mozambique, now we're in Malawi, there's so much potholes on the road that they are going up to fill it with like soil so that the pothole cannot be so deep, because they can be as deep as, like, let's say I got a bump from a pothole, like our tire broke from a pothole, so the roads are not so good. And another thing is, another mode of transport is bicycles. Like in Zambia, the bicycles were the ones that were being used by almost everybody in the highway. Not motorcycle, I mean people were cycling. You rarely could find a fat person in Zambia. Honestly, people are always exercising, and I don't know why. The motorcycles were not so many, but what was so much was the bicycles. It's either you have a car or a bicycle. And it's interesting how a small mini town like this could be serving people around here, providing them with all the basic they need. For example, sugar, like there are no shops here. Shops like these ones are the ones that are giving the locals necessary things they need. It looks like today there is a political rally going on here, and the candidate is around addressing the party's parlor, which is red. Some are standing there clapping for him as he's coming, because he just passed him behind. Wow. African politician. Oh. Look at the states of their houses. Everything, most of the things that makes the house stand from the ground. Clay to let the bricks and the walls. And the roof, most of them is thatched roof. This is what we call sustainable living, yeah? The simplicity of life here. We've met so much police checks. Like, even in the town, the Tete town, there were so many police all over, and they were carrying the weapons, the guns, and clearly you can see there's some little unrest, but the people are not violent. I'll be lying if I say they are, and they're really calm, but you can see the police around trying to keep peace. At least they're there, we feel safe. The roads are similar like Zimbabwe. Oh my god, they're bad. So much potholes.
SIM card
No.
from Malawi. First, okay.
We have everything. We have insurance. We have everything. No,
Net cash finish there.
No.
Yes.
We are going home. We have a place. We don't
And
know.
net cash.
Yeah, but I'm going to charge you for bread.
Yes.
I give a charge for bread.
No.
And net cash 3,000. And net cash 2,000. Yes.
We don't have money. We cannot give you what we don't have. We cannot exchange with nothing. The border sometimes can be chaotic with the people trying to exchange money. We just cleared from the Mozambique side. Now we are going into Malawi, some distance. Come on. How far is it? Riding here takes me back in memory. The children, the kind of clothing they're wearing. I used to wear this back in Kenya in my village. I'm nostalgic for a moment now. Wow. This uniform, you will find it in most Kenyan primary schools in the village. Exactly. It looks oh God. Oh. In the Malawi side, when you compare to the Mozambique side, honestly, again. And the Cyprus I live with now, I can understand things. Oh. Mozambique felt so foreign for me. Everything was in Portuguese. Experience Malawi. The border to Malawi. These people who are trying to change the currencies, the forex of the border, telling you they can be all over you.
Welcome to Malawi.
Let us go into Malawi. just cleared from the immigration into Malawi. Customs also, we just cleared the bikes, we paid the road tax. The systems were down. It has taken us a while walking from office to another office, trying to talk to the bosses to make it easy for us. Finally, almost an hour later, we are ready. He is frustrated, honestly.
Yeah, but the system is from 1800.
You know, when those trucks, because the system is down, the trucks cannot be given a manual clearance. Then sometimes they end up being here for like 1 week because the system is down. Can you imagine that? They need to upgrade something here in the border. Lefe is getting used to African borders. Hi. Hi. I'm good.
How far are you going?
We're going to Tanzania, then Kenya. We're transiting.
Alright.
Okay, have a good day.
Yeah, nice.
It is the simplicity of life here in Malawi. To some people, they may say Malawi is poor, but for me, I can say Malawi is self-sustainable. The people understand their limit and they don't spend so much. They grow their food, they grow their crops, and they eat natural food. They have a few animals. A small shop in a shopping center like this one sustains the whole community, and people farm. How can you say that is poor living? I'm in Malawi and I bumped into this. I've never seen this kind of Fanta before. It tastes like happiness. Some kind of grape, I don't know. Only found in Malawi. You know, they say that sometimes the Coca-Cola company makes these sodas regarding to the taste bud of that region, and Malawians really have a good taste.